أحسن al-Gaib.
That's right, we're coming at you with the Dune build today, so tune right in. So the Dune build is actually broken down into two parts for you, so be sure to tune in for both of them. The first one was a lot of fun to create for you, friends, and that's going to be focusing on trying to be Lisan al-Gaib himself. Yes, the hero and protagonist of the Dune series. For this, we are leveraging the Big Game Hunter's armor set, and for the weapons, taking some creative liberties and also leveraging from the Dust Devil's Warbond. Now, we don't have the perfect type of primary from Dune itself, but I'm using the Coyote to have a lot of fun and firepower for this build. Then using the machete because, you know, may thy blade chip and shatter. And then using the new pineapple grenade. So for the stratagems for this build, we wanted to use something that is very grounded and could just be utilized by the Fremen themselves. So, you know, orbital lasers and eagle airstrikes, that's out the window because we have limited gear as a Fremen warrior. But still wanted to make it fun for you. So we're using the spear gun with the gas-tipped ends, but I know that they use more of crossbows as Fremens, but we wanted to make this more of a fun build for you. So we're using the spear gun. Second up is going to be the missile silo. Now, we don't have anything from space to help us out, but we do have our good explosive targeting systems, and this is going to be great for taking out any big structures or large enemies. And then, of course, using the shield generator pack, because everybody in Dune kind of has their own personal shield, so wanted to take that as well. And then last up is going to be the anti-personnel minefield. And the reason for this is because the Fremen are known for kind of trap and ambush tactics, and I thought it played perfectly to the thematic build style of this character. So let's dive down and get into the first build. So the first three things that we're going to show off here is going to be the Coyote, the personal shield, and then going to be our machete. Now, as you can see over here, the Coyote is great about taking out any of the chaff units from light armor to medium armor. It's just going to burn through those bugs that are coming at you. The shield generator pack is going to be doing the great job of protecting you, so you know you don't get torn limb from the bugs. And then when they're getting a little too close for comfort, whipping out that machete and just going to work on them. It does a great job about stunning the enemy, but also because it has medium armor penetrating, it's just going to make quick work of anything right in front of you. And then, of course, we also have the great spear gun, which is a wonderful combo with the Coyote. It can shoot the spore objectives in the distance. It can hit different enemy types and kind of lock down an area. And then when you mix in the Coyote, you're going to be burning through all these guys that are kind of stunned. And then, of course, you know, with anything bigger, pull out the missile silo, and as you can see over here, target something in the distance and just completely blow it off the map. So before we dive into tips and strategies for the builds, I wanted to show off the differences in the Sardaukar, not only for their primaries, but for their armor set as well. So the Sardaukar are an elite unit from the Dune world, and they have really strong armor, elite battle equipment, and I wanted to make sure I captured the spirit of that within it. So we're of course leveraging the armor sets from the Dust Devil's Warbond, and then going to be using a different primary actually. So we're using the variable from the Helldivers universe because it is very similar to the Sardaukar's terror unit weapon, and I thought that, hey, this thing looks right on the money and it's a lot of fun to use, so let's utilize it for the build. So once again, the differences from this build to the last one are going to be the variable for our primary, keeping the machete, and then switching the pineapple grenade to the arc grenade instead, because we're going for that kind of overwhelming force feeling, and the arc grenade is one of my favorite things to use. And then as for the armor, we're choosing the heavy version, which is going to be the Federation's Blade. And because I wanted to change out the cape a little bit, I thought that the Badge of Order kind of suited them a little bit more, so I chose that for creative liberty. And then the changes to the stratagems for this one are going to be the inclusion of the orbital laser, and then going to be the eagle strafing run, you know, to kind of give you that overwhelming force from the sky type of feeling. So I wanted to switch things up and test this other build against the bots. Now, as you can see, the variable does a great job of mowing down the units that are in front of me. From the light units to the medium armored units, we're going to have an easy time just kind of blowing through them. And then, of course, leveraging our good personal shield to keep us alive from all the onslaught of bullets coming our way, or lasers I should say, and then whipping out the machete once again to kind of cut through those enemy units. And as you can see, it does a bang-up job. But then also our arc grenades are going to be great about taking out any of the armored units, as you can see with this walker, and then complemented by the orbital laser stratagem for just kind of clearing out a base super fast. And then you can see with all of it together, we're throwing down the arc grenades to cover ourselves while our laser is attacking the base. It's kind of ripping through the enemies, and then anyone that's left standing, we're just shooting through them with our variable, or, you know, whipping out the machete once more to kind of finish them off. Okay, so on to strategies, tools, and tips. So with our first build, I know that I'm going to a high priority target area. So I'm going to first call in my personal landmines to kind of lock down the area, use my spear gun to make sure that I'm stunning the enemy so he can't get away, and then pulling out the missile silo because this guy's not quite dead yet, targeting him and blowing up him and anything else in the area. So as we approach this bug nest, we could first use the spear gun to destroy the bug holes because it's great at doing that. Then switch to our coyote to take care of any of the spawns that are coming our way. Then work with our team to get inside and finish off the rest of the bug holes with our grenades. And then anyone that's left over, it's up to you. Use your machine gun, use that fun machete that you have, just mop up the area and make sure that everyone is kind of dead and not left standing. And then with our silo, we can target bases and objectives from a distance, as you can see, taking that out. And then also, we managed to get spawn bombed by an enemy, so I am sitting there with the spear gun, waiting for them to spawn, and keep firing the spear gun so that they can't get out of that spawn, they're just going to die right away. Now, as for our Sardaukar, I'm going to be using our variable machine gun to target the priority targets of the automatons to make sure that they don't call in any reinforcements, using my arc grenades to take out the mobs, and then also calling in my eagle strafing run to clean up whatever is left. So as I approach the space, I'll be first using my spear gun to lock it down because it does a great job with the gas of confusing, locking down, and killing the enemies. Following up with an eagle strafing run to attack the men that's left, and then working my way in with the variable because it does a great job about mowing down those light to medium armored enemies. And then approaching this next base with an eagle strike as well, taking this one out, going after whatever left once again with my variable, and then whipping out my machete and having a little bit of fun on the enemy because, you know, I have a shield to protect myself and I like charging them. So at the extraction, we can easily kind of protect it with the kit that we have at hand. So I will first shoot the patrols in the distance with the spear gun, making sure they're getting all confused from the gas. Then calling in basically all of my stratagems, my orbital laser, my eagle strafing run, throwing my arc grenades, and then also pulling up my variable to cause mass destruction and don't even give the enemy a chance to get anywhere close to me. And of course, leading to an easy exfiltration because of it. But what I really love doing is testing out these builds under pressure, so we went back to an eradication mission for the bugs and jacked the difficulty all the way up for using our light build once more. And as you can see, we're fighting dragons, we're fighting Rupture Warriors, and everything out there. And it's doing a great job with the spear gun, stun locking the heavier warriors, and stun locking the dragons, killing guys within the zone. Our personal mines are doing a great job about doing the ad mitigation. And then, you know, just doing everything else with our grenades and our coyote and even our silo to kind of lock it all down. And it was a huge challenge, but friends, as you can see, this build can excel quite well at close range, even in distance, as I've showed you previously. But you'll have a ton of fun with it, but be sure to dodge a lot because, you know, it will be kind of hard to survive with the light armor. Well, everybody, there you have it. Those were our 2 Dune builds for this video. I hope that you liked it all, and be sure to try it out yourselves. And of course, be sure to like and subscribe and, you know, try out that new hype point feature that YouTube is pushing because that really helps small creators like myself. Well, we'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.